Bitcoin right now breaking up above $60,000. It is Tuesday, August 20th, 10:12 a.m. This is a crypto market update. We're going to go into some of the market drivers, the macro drivers, the crypto drivers, Bitcoin, the total crypto market cap, others, and then we'll go into XRP as well too. If you're new here, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a like and a comment. Come join the Discord because if anything changes throughout the day, I'll be keeping people updated in the market updates channel in the Discord if anything happens that changes after this analysis is shown. So join the Discord, link is in the bio. So let's start off with the market drivers. On the left side, we have the 10-year yield bond. It looks like we're breaking down. We have momentum coming down for the bond yields. You can see that the one-day stock RSI, whenever it kind of crosses down from the top here, we see a move down for the bond yields, like back here, move down, and right now we're at these lows and at the 786, plus we have the stock RSI up here. It looks like we're in store for another move down for the 10-year yield bond alongside with the dollar as well too. We're on the one-day chart for the dollar, and right now it looks like we're breaking this trend line that we had from the lows in July 2023 and then January 2024, and we have broken this trend line coming up here. We want to see maybe a couple more daily candle closes below it because we could just pop right back above it. But right now it does look like heavy momentum to the downside for the dollar. Looking at that one day, we have a couple one day prepare to buy soons. If that one day buy now flashes though, that's when we need to heed some caution, because when we saw the one day buy now flash here in January, that was the big January wickening event. And then back here we had one in December as well too. So we don't want to see that one day buy now flash. And then even back here in July 2023, and then we ended up seeing that August wickening of 2023. So we want that one day buy now to hold off for now. And in the Discord, you can wait for that one day buy now to flash and get updated in real time right here in the US dollar signals channel. So let's go back to that. Let's look at the 3-day chart. Momentum heavily coming down here. Let's look at the 1 week chart. 1 week, that 200 moving average. So we found support there back in July, back in December, and now we're at it right now. So we want to see it break down through this point, and then it's likely the next stop will be 100.70, 100.31, and then 100 flat. And then also too, I believe we're now in the belly of the beast. So if I throw on the Stargate snakes here, we are now actually, we are officially in the belly of the beast. As you can see, and last time we went into the belly of the beast, you can see it was here July 2020, August of 20, and then a couple months later we had our big bull run of 2020, 2021, and then back here in August or July 2017, and a couple months later we had our blow off top in December 2017 as well too. So now that we're in the belly of the beast, it's like quicksand. We're gonna get dragged down real quick. So to me, the dollar downtrend and meltdown is fully intact right now. And you can even see on the 2 week chart that TSI is now poking down below that zero line. And then on the 3 week chart, we just saw a 3 week candle close. We are getting ready to go below that zero line as well too. So we could be at the moment where we see that big dollar meltdown, and in tandem, we could see that big crypto reversal. So this is very solid, seeing that we are in the belly of the beast. And this downwards break target is here around 93. If that happens, this is where we see blow off top in crypto and all markets before a potential crash at the end of 2024 or early 2025. So dollar downtrend intact, bond yields down. US NAS 100 on the right side. Looking at the daily chart, we had that buy now. In the video yesterday, I was showing you the signals flashing like in the Discord. And that was one thing, the 3-month prepare to sell soon, that I wanted to check. We had that one day buy now after the crash right here around 19,000. We're at 19,800. If we put on the long-term trade for the Fib forecaster, let's see if we're getting close to that 786. We are getting close to that 786 here around basically 20,000 flat. We want to break up above that, hold that support like that. They didn't like it when everything sold off. So we want to see this pop back up. And if we look at the US Russell as well too, and we're starting to see us come back up. We're lagging though for the Russell 2000. Let's look at the US NAS 100 again and look at that 3-month prepare to sell soon So 3-month prepare to sell soon. Yeah, we've seen it kind of multiple times throughout the last decade. But like back here, this brought us to a new high. This brought us to a new high. This was kind of right around the COVID time frame. This prepare to sell soon brought us to a new high. So this could mean that, hey, in the next couple months here, we're going to see a new high in the US NAS 100, because the prepare to sell soon means that we're heating up. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to sell off right now. It means that we're heating up. So our next target would be around 22,500, potentially even up to 36K, which would be nuts. But we do have some bearish divergence here on high time frame. So, it doesn't look good for the longer picture here, but in the short term, it does look like we have some juice, and that will in tandem spill into crypto, in my opinion. So let's look at the crypto drivers. On the left side, we have the pump dump chart for others. We are on the 12-hour chart. We're seeing momentum come down here. We are actually at the 786 though, or got close to it. We want to see it break down below there and then down below the 12-hour 50 moving average. So we need to come down, break 0.75 for cryptos to see a bigger bounce here. And we need to see that TSI come below that zero line. If we go to the daily chart, we have momentum coming down, but we need to see a waterfall. We need to see this TSI really start to spill down like back here. We don't want to see cross back up like that. But looking at some higher time frames like the weekly chart, let's see how we're doing for the momentum here. We're still headed up like that. Let's go to like a 5-day chart, try to see if we're getting closer to a cross down. The 4-day chart does look like, all right, we're getting closer to the stock RSI pulling down through that 50 line. That will bring the TSI down. We have this clear kind of trend line that we've been tapping for the past couple weeks now. You can see here, tapped it again. So really a breakdown below that 0.75 level will bring us down further. In my opinion, that will spill the higher time frames lower, and then we can see a crypto reversal. But until then, we still got to remain cautious, because Bitcoin needs to break above 61,300, hold that support. That's a 786, because then we can then target maybe back up to 69K, 70K. But until then, the obvious momentum is still the downside. On the 12-hour chart, we did flip the market structure ribbon to green. We've been holding it as support. So 59,750, definitely first line in the sand to hold. Second line in the sand is around 58,500. We really need to see that hold. Last line in the sand, in my opinion, would be around 57,500. If we can't hold those levels, then we could see a retest down to 53K. And altcoins will feel that for sure. So looking at the daily chart, we are starting to cross up here. We need to see a little bit more. We need to get back above that zero line. We could be resembling like around what happened kind of May 13th back here. It does look a little similar. Or we could be doing something like back here in June, where it was a little fake out and then go lower. So we need to watch this like a hawk, and we need to see the 1-day pink get above the blue for us to flip to bullish market structure. Looking at the 3-day chart, would love to see that cross up the TSI. We do have some bullish divergence because we have a low and a higher low, and then we had a low and a lower low here. So we're trying to turn around. We're trying to turn around right now, but really getting above that. Ideally, 63K, holding multiple daily candle closes above that level will give us more. So then let's look at the total crypto market cap. We just ran into these double 786s and got rejected so far. We need to get above those levels and hold that support, and that's around, I'd say, like 2.12 trillion. Ideally, getting above 2.15 trillion will get us back above. It looks like what happens on the left happens on the right. This is like our anchor. We have our sell-off, and then this came up like this and then back down. So maybe we'll pop up like this, come back down, and then we can fill this side of the left to the right. That looks like something like that may be happening right now. So definitely we're at a key point heading into basically the end of the month as well too, and we need to see some action here. Around the 18th to the 23rd of every month, we usually see kind of a sell-off. Maybe we saw earlier, but it's a cool down moment. Then by the end of the month, we start to recover. So we really want to start to recover these next 10 days to get back above those key levels for Bitcoin especially, and then the total crypto market cap. And then for others, let's look at the 3-day chart. And yeah, we're stuck below the 3-day 200 moving average. By the end of them, definitely at least get it back above that 3-day 200 moving average. We spent how many days? About $1 billion. Ideally, that'll bring us back above that sell-off point, that big capitulation early August as well too. If we look at the weekly chart, let's check the momentum. We have a chance, if we can have a strong week here, to have a cross up in the stock RSI. The TSI is now below the zero line. You don't like to see that. because when we got above the zero line back in August of 2023, that was the start of our bull run. Now we're below it. We really need to see a recovery ASAP. And right now we're holding support on the 1 week 200 moving average, and we do have a 1 week prepare to buy soon, guys. We haven't seen a 1 week prepare to buy soon since November of 2022, and then ultimately that ended up being the bottom. And then we had the buy now, and then we kind of did a double bottom, and then we had our full send. But really, November of 2022 was Bitcoin's bottom. So we're seeing a 1 week prepare to buy soon. That's absolutely crazy, especially being in a bull market, right? And you don't see that signal often. I mean, you saw it back here in August 2018, and then the buy now came in February 2019 at the bottom of the bear market of the last bull run. And then we saw prepare to buy soon in June of 2022, and a buy now come in August of 2022. Basically, that was June of 2022 was when everything really set its lows, most coins. But then ultimately, we had the FTX collapse, so then we did it again. So really, we're seeing bear market steal of a deal prices for a lot of these altcoins. So that's massive. And then really breaking back above for a blow off top. And we do, I mean, it moves up quickly. It's a lot of time either down, and then when we start to move up, it's very quick. So that's going to be key, but it's going to be key for altcoins to go up in a big way. Bitcoin needs to get back above 70K. And Ethereum above, I think it's like 4,000. We need to see that as well too. But we have the mechanics for the dollar, the bond yields, the traditional markets. It's just a matter of now we need to see Bitcoin and altcoin show up to the party. So that's that. But I'll be keeping you guys updated in real time in the market updates channel, in the Discord. Link is in the bio. Come join it. It's really been just like a sideways or down type of summer. It's been a cruel summer, but I believe now heading into September, heading into fall, we might be seeing a repeat of last year where it was a cruel summer last year. But then as soon as September rolled around, we started to trend back up. And then October, nothing was the same. And then in a matter of months, we saw new all-time highs. So I think we're repeating the same thing here, but we need to be on guard because we have those higher time frames flashing big signals like the 3 week sell now signal on Bitcoin, as you can see right here. I mean, looking back to the past, we've only seen it, I mean, a handful of times in the past since 2010 or 2012. We've seen it once, but this was too early. It didn't have enough data there. But we saw a sell now here in June of 2013, and then we did head up for one more push. Sell now again, bear market. We had a sell now in January 2018 at the bull market top. Sell now at the May 2021 at the bull market top, and right now we're flashing it right now. So we really need to see in the next 19 days a big recovery out of Bitcoin to null and void this signal for it to go away. So 19 days, the countdown's on. So I'll be keeping you guys updated in the Discord on that. But if you have access to all the automated signals in here, you can check it yourself, Bitcoin signals right there. So this has to close in about 19 days. So that's that. So I'll see you guys in the Discord and in the next video.